After the police shooting of a black man, a second night of tense riots breaking out in Milwaukee last night, as you can see from that video. Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark is with us. And Sheriff, I know this has been a very tough 2 or 3 days. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. How did this all happen? Maybe you can just first just talk us through what happened.
Well, first of all, I'm used to tough. I've been doing it for 38 years. Look, the social order in Milwaukee totally collapsed on Saturday night. And when the social order collapsed, tribal behavior takes over. When tribal behavior takes over, the law of the jungle replaces. Last night was a little better, not good enough for me. I won't be satisfied until these creeps crawl back into their holes so that the good law-abiding people who live in the Milwaukee ghetto can return. Hands up, now hit the floor. Man, 187, you hear the sirens, no witnesses and everybody be quiet. What causes riots are failed liberal urban policies in these ghettos like Milwaukee. 187, you hear the sirens, no witnesses and everybody be quiet. Outlines surrounded by yellow tape, everything's blocked off. Inescapable poverty, where they're like the 6th poorest city in America. They have failing public schools. Silence is gone, his secret's always meant to be kept and never to be told. Now line running out, leaking heavy, so is the time. And they need somebody to blame, but nobody to find. And now the victim of a tragedy, they falling behind. But gotta keep repeating to the grieving family, everything's fine. I mean, I just don't get it. Y'all think it's a game until it hits home, let alone by one in your brain. So just stay safe and be in peace. Always pray but never preach. It's just in case you gotta teach. Keep one within reason, within line. Lifestyle choices. Those are the ingredients for a riot. And then a police shooting comes along and just acts as an igniter to an already volatile situation. Now look, between Friday night and Saturday, 4 people were murdered in 9 separate shootings, and these same creeps, we didn't hear a peep from them, but all of a sudden, a law enforcement officer, fearing for his life reasonably, is confronted by an armed individual, and these people who exploit this thing, these cop haters, want to come out and riot. This was just a situation of opportunity for people to steal, to loot, and to rabble rouse. North Carolina, leave you wetted up like vaginas. Was embedded to be a grinder with major. I skipped the minors. The lasers became a liner. Pick any bitch that she find. Only roll with the best. The game scrolled on my chest. Call my name out. Well, those are the folks that I'm talking about. The overwhelming majority of good law-abiding people, willing to pitch in. But you know what? They feel helpless at a time like this because this, like I said, this tribal behavior takes over, and then you have this upheaval and this chaos. I'm from this city. I've been here my whole life. Feel for these individuals. Yeah, they might be poor. They might be uneducated, undereducated. They might be unemployed, but they're good law-abiding people. And they need help, but they're not getting it from this Democrat, liberal class of politicians who have reigned over this thing for decades. Like I said, the economic state of Milwaukee today wasn't like this when I was growing up as a kid here. There were plenty of opportunities. The schools were good. People were employed. This happened over time under their watch, pushing the growth of the welfare state. And now in Milwaukee, we have a growing underclass, and what you saw this weekend were those underclass behaviors on display.
Well, Sheriff, we hope very much that things are a lot quieter and calmer tonight, but we also thank you very much for taking the time out on what has been a difficult time. Shannon, Donald Trump had planned to have a typical big campaign rally tonight just north of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But after the violent demonstrations that took place in Milwaukee over the weekend, Donald Trump ditched that idea. And
troubled by what he saw in Milwaukee. Donald Trump will propose to rebuild inner cities through a combination of economic opportunity and strong policing.
We have to obey the laws or we don't have a country. We have a case where good people are out there trying to get people to sort of calm down, and they're not calming down.
Did the policeman do the right thing?
Well, I guess, you know, if you believe a gun was pointed at his head, maybe ready to be fired, what is a person supposed to do? You're supposed to talk him out of it? So I would think so. We'll find out, because they have a tape, as I understand. Now, that's what the narrative is. Maybe it's not true. If it is true, people shouldn't be rioting.